So what's up, you guys? How you guys doing? I know I'm back with another episode of Brandon Ruckus Podcast. I'm your host, Davon. This is a podcast where we talk about sports as well as music. We bring it raw, real music, keep it real around here. So, yo, what's up? How you guys doing? I've made up my podcast a long time. I know it's been a minute. Not gonna lie, this podcast game is kind of hard, just getting the time ready for everything. But I'm here now, here to talk about some basketball, here to talk about some Bucks Warriors. Just got done finished that game. I must say, hey, playoffs. This season's happening kind of fast. Playoffs is just around the corners. Bucks and Warriors. They's right around the same type of record, same type of seeding. Around that 8 seed, 6 seed, I'm sorry, around that 6 seed is area in the respective conference. So this game is kind of big. So you know what? I must get right into it because, like I said, y'all, it's about 2 o'clock right here. It's late. I gotta go to sleep pretty soon. Gotta go to work. But hey, let's talk about the game. So, first quarter starts happening. I just felt like the Bucks did not come out right away with strong energy. I heard like on the podcast recently before that sometimes players might not, game plan enough when a certain player set out. And during this game, Steph Curry set out. So they probably was like, you know what? We got this. This is an easy dub. Steph Curry ain't there. Jimmy Butler is not going to be, available. We got this easy dub. Kind of with the Warriors messed up with last game when they played the Denver Nuggets. They're like, oh, this could be an easy game. Joker's out, we got this. But then you seen later on that Aaron Gordon went and went crazy on there. So it's kind of the same similarity, same situation, but instead of the Warriors being, getting killed by the Denver Nuggets, there's a beneficial of the Bucks not, paying them much mind because Curry was there. So kind of the same situation, just different teams. But anyway, seemed like the Bucks didn't come out there with a lot of energy. They came out there right away. I just seemed like the Warriors had way more energy than the Bucks. Draymond Green had about 3 blocks in the first quarter alone. Within the first 6 minutes, I knew right then. I was like, yeah, they need to step up. Giannis ain't being the typical Giannis. Of course, he's still sprinting down the floor and doing things of that nature, but the Bucks just didn't look good to me. And they started off, I think the game was about like 19-6. So right there, they was up to like about a 14-point lead in the first quarter alone. So it wasn't looking good for the Bucks at all. Jimmy Butler was doing it. Jimmy Butler things. He's kind of, getting people involved a little bit more than him just being straight aggressive. But it still was a pretty good first quarter. It was a really good first quarter for the Warriors. Bucks did come back a little bit, and I believe it was only like a 3-point game about second quarter, but overall the Warriors did their thing, and it was kind of messed up. They let them come back, but they still had control of the game. Second quarter, kind of get a little dicey. I ain't gonna lie against y'all. You boys, like I said, it's 2 o'clock here. Fell asleep a little bit during this quarter, but during this time, it was more of it's a better game, but you still seen the Warriors was in control. But that's when the Bucks start pushing more, start getting back, and that's when the lead really just got away. And by the time it's halftime, I believe it was about almost an even game. Anyway, fast forward to the third quarter. The third quarter, that's when it's all right. It's either put up or shut up time. We needed more from the Bucks out of Dame Lillard, Dame Dollar. Need more, just wasn't doing much. Need more from Giannis, wasn't doing much. But people who was doing something was someone who I was not expecting. Because when they first got this dude, I thought he was a clown, thought he was going to make them mad, which it still could be true. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma came in the third, got them right back in the game, busting up like 5 threes in a row, just coop, making nothing but net. So Kuzma was a good addition to the Bucks, even though I don't think it's going to be substantial. If y'all watched my podcast before, y'all heard what I said about the Bucks. I don't think they're going to be a lasting team. Just like Denver, even though Denver's doing good this year, like if things don't change, then they're not going to do good at all. Just my personal opinion. I think the Bucks are going to. I mean, we already see it right now. They're going to drop pretty soon, so they're not going to last that long. That's my personal feeling. Even with them getting Kyle Kuzma, I don't think they're going to last much that long. Pretty soon they're going to be just falling. Anyway, back to the game. So third quarter, you seen it was a cool show. I believe he had like 20, like within the third quarter alone. So he just busting, killing. Then along comes Jimmy Butler. Fourth quarter, it was just like, all right, the game was still close. I believe the Bucks had the lead by that time. They came back from like a 14-2 run, got the lead. Boom. It looked like the Bucks game to win. Okay, all right, the Warriors just slipping on it. They don't got enough firepower with Curry being out. But if the Bucks really want this in the Dame time, Giannis time, they really get busy. That fourth quarter, Dame or Giannis wasn't doing much at all. It seemed like they would just shoot a brick at the brick at the brick. Giannis wasn't getting to the rim as much. He was shooting more jumpers. Even like beginning of this game, like Giannis started off with shooting a three right there. I knew that man wasn't trying to be aggressive. So fourth quarter still wasn't Bucks being aggressive. They was just being just passive. So then Jimmy Butler get going. Butler. I knew as soon as this happened, it was an and one play that happened. Jimmy Butler, he shot a three. His foot was on the line, but he shot an and one three. Made the three, which it really was a two because his foot was on the line. Made that. That just changed the whole game. And then he did it again. After you did that, the whole game shifted. Bucks wasn't hitting enough like that. Jimmy Butler was passing it to like Puchkowski. I can never pronounce that dude's name. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Brandon, whatever his last name is. I gotta hear it, then I can say it, but I don't hear it enough because I don't, watch Warriors all the time for this reason. It's late to say his name right. But anyway, pass it up, boy. Got an open three, and the Bucks just let him open for three. He just, like I said, this whole game, I feel like the Bucks was not giving effort. So, some stuff I might be leaving out a little bit, but like I said, it's late. I want to give y'all more content and just, put it out there. So, hit three, clutch three, and then pretty much saw you roll. I just feel like during this game, the Bucks did not get much energy. You seen what the Warriors did, and it just shows really they just more, they're more experienced team in a way. Even though the Bucks got their experience with Dame, Lillard, and Giannis like that, but like Warriors got a championship run for a reason, and it just kind of showed it like, yo, we're serious, we can do this. And people can underestimate people like Draymond Green, but yo, Draymond Green showed his leadership to the game today. So that being said, now we're gonna look at the box score. So let's pull up the box score up real quick before we can really look and see what people was doing during this game. Just give me a second real quick. All right, box score, pull it up. So Kyle Kuzma, like I said, he shot really good. We're gonna look at the Bucks first, then I'll get to the Warriors. See where Kyle Kuzma, he shot pretty good. He shot 7 for 16, 5 for 13 threes. It's kind of high threes, but the boys making it. Finished with 22. A lot of that was in the third quarter. Giannis, like I said, 16 shot for Giannis. He should have did a little bit more, which is kind of good. Like he put up the same shots as Kuzma, but he still finished with 29 and 7. That's not bad at all. Stat wise, he wasn't doing bad. But if you watch the game, like Giannis wasn't aggressive at all. You see right now, he was a -7. Brook Lopez was doing Brook Lopez stuff. Brook Lopez kind of old to me. He played okay. I mean, can't say no to that. So Taurean Prince is gonna do for himself. Dame Lillard, that's what we're gonna get to right now. 6 for 18, 2 of 9 from 3 on 16 points. We needed more from Dame this game, and he's a big reason why they lost, in my opinion. Even like if he wasn't scoring right, like you see right there, Giannis had more assists than him. How does Dame has 4 assists and Giannis has 7? He wasn't doing much at all. Like all Dame was doing was putting up brick at the brick at the brick. He needed to be more aggressive, but it seemed like he wasn't doing much at all as far as like being more aggressive. Actually, Gary Trent Jr. did more than Dame to me. It's just as far as looking at aggression. So overall, if you look at this Buck team, if you just looking at the stats, you see kind of where they lost. Like no one was being aggressive. Like Giannis was doing his thing, even though Giannis almost had a triple double. That kind of is misleading because Giannis can do that type of stuff in his sleep. So it looks like a good game for stat wise, but out of 16 field goal attempts for Giannis on a game they probably need to win for a seeding going, because this is a big game for really both teams. Like I said, playoffs is right around the corner. Bucks needed this because they're right. It's the Pistons, Milwaukee, Pacers, all in that 6 through 4 seed. Bucks need to get this win for they actually can stay in the 4th seed. I believe them dropping down now. They might be them losing this game, which we can look later with the playoff seeding. They actually might be in the 5th seed, and Indiana might be in the 4th seed. And if they win, if they lose tomorrow against the Lakers, that might put them in the 6th seed if the Pistons win. So we look at that stuff later on. But this was an important game for the Bucks because playoff seeding is going to be important. People want to get their home court advantage. So to me, just a lackluster effort from the Bucks. All right, let's go down to the Warriors. See right here, Jimmy Butler finished with 24 points. Exactly what we can speak like. Let's look at the field before we look at Jimmy Butler's the Warriors. Let's look at Giannis's free throw attempts. So Giannis's free throws attempt. Okay, he had 15 free throws. That wasn't bad, but to me, still should have been more aggressive. So Jimmy Butler, look at his free throw attempts. 11, he made them all. So I guess that's why his points was up there. Made 13 points, but Jimmy Butler, then he finished with 10 assists and 8 rebounds. And this is crazy because even though I'm getting on Giannis and saying he can do that in sleep, Jimmy Butler can a little bit too. But Jimmy Butler, if he's assisting the game more, it's a little bit different than Giannis. Like I don't know how to say it correctly, but Giannis playmaking is not the same as Jimmy Butler's playmaking. Like Jimmy does this stuff when he was on the Heat all the time, just getting his players involved. And he said himself though, this 5 turnovers wasn't the thing, but overall, I believe that Jimmy Butler kind of had a good game. He showed his impact on his game, especially late in the 4th. Draymond Green, and this is what I love about Draymond Green, and a lot of Draymond Green hitters just on him. His stats is nothing. Okay, 3 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. I thought he had 3. I didn't know they gave him the 4th one. On the broadcast, they said he only had 3, and 2 steals. Draymond Green was not doing much at all on the offensive end. You see, 16%, only shot 6 shots, finished with 3 points. If you look at these best scores, you think it was doing nothing. But Draymond Green, as soon as game started, like I told y'all, he had 3 of them blocks within the first 6 minutes of the game, first 6 minutes of the first quarter. Draymond Green, Draymond Green. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. He came in here and set the tone for the whole game and let them know, y'all, we here. And the Bucks didn't match it the whole game. Even overall, I think Draymond Green's his play. That's why they won this game. His whole impact was just all over this game. Even when they was down a little bit, he's pulling people, across, getting Butler more involved. Like, yo, we're gonna get this. He's a fiery dude. And a lot of people talk about Draymond like he's, some type of wild case, like he's a crash out, whatever. Which he is a little bit. He is a little bit of crash out. That's the Detroit, you know what I mean? I understand it, but at the end of the day, that man's a champion, and he proved it with games like this. Quentin Post going down to him. This man been looking at him a little bit. All he been doing is just shooting threes, but on this Warriors team, him spreading that floor out, I mean, it's working. It's a young rookie. It's just been pretty much doing his thing. Like it's nothing bad I can say about him. All he's doing is just like a big 7-footer, just shooting threes, spreading the floor out for people like Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green a little bit, can drive a little bit, just open the floor up for other people. So I mean, he's doing his thing. It's not like a big deal. He's got his role. Spread the floor out, do your thing. We handle the rest of youngster. Now Moses Moody, moving on him. His game is another. I can't say it's like Draymond Green, but it was in this game a little bit because his impact was kind of show a little bit. He was trash. Don't get me wrong, as far as like on offense and stuff. But you seen his impact when he came in, just brought the energy. Same with Santos. Santos didn't play much either, but when he did play, he brought some energy too. I mean, that's young Anderson Veritas, K. You know what I'm talking about? No, I didn't skip him. Pochizetsky. I can never say his name right. Like I said, when I hear it, I can pronounce it. But hey, I ain't Polish. I don't know what this is. So, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, so y'all gotta expect I'm gonna be a little tired reading this. So, hey, I know y'all laughing at it. But hey, he came in. 17 points might be misleading, like he seemed like he's balling all game, which he kind of was, but really late in the fourth, that's when he came in clutch. That's when he came in, do this thing, and like showed that, yo, I'm here, and this is why they ain't trade me for Jimmy Butler, which is a good thing why they hold off. Jonathan Kuminga, he didn't do much at all. I ain't gonna lie. Like he came in there trying to get his stuff together, and I know a lot of you Warriors fans like, man, we should have traded this dude because he's trash. Look, I can't see he's trash, but he was shooting a lot and missing a lot. You see right there, only two mays and 10 attempts, which I mean he's coming off an injury, so you kind of expect that, but he wasn't doing nothing good at all. A lot of that stuff was like drives and dunks, and I don't think he did. Did he have over three? Yeah, he had two threes, missed them both, but yeah, he had a really bad game. Buddy Hill as well. Like I don't get Buddy Hill at all because I feel like Buddy Hill should be way better than what he really is. Like he came in and just didn't do much. Like he spread the floor out a little bit and stuff, did his little shoot three, but Buddy Hill should be a better six man at this point. He came in, played 17, almost 18 minutes. I mean, it was not bad if you look at it from the box score, but overall, for what Buddy Hill, a veteran in his league, 11 points. If he would have got just one more three on there, I'd probably think a little bit better. But I mean, he did his thing. With Steph Curry being gone, they need people more to step up, and it should have been more than Jimmy Butler stepping up. This is when the young guys should sign. Post-Ezeki, he signed, okay? Put in the post, he signed a little bit, but Buddy Hill, you ain't that old for you can't, step your game up too. You ain't no 34-year-old like Jimmy Butler. So I mean, I kind of wanted more from him, but it is what it is. GP2, kind of the same, he did his things. I mean, he's always going to be his way. So overall, that's about scores. Look at it, some of this stuff is misleading, but you know what? Hey, it was a pretty good game. So again, before I get off here, I do want to talk about the standings because like I said, this stuff is coming up pretty soon. I thought this was going to show the standings. I don't know why I did this, but did I click the wrong thing? Because I don't think I did. Oh, it's at the bottom. My bad. So look at the standings. That's the East. Like I said, with this loss, Milwaukee, they dropped down. Come on, y'all. With this loss, Milwaukee dropped down to the fifth seed, and they play tomorrow against the Lakers. That make them 38 and 31. Pistons play tomorrow. That's my team. Y'all know I'm gonna give it up against Miami. If they win this game, that means they switch spots. So this was kind of a big game for Milwaukee. I don't think Milwaukee's gonna win tomorrow either with against the Lakers. Even though LeBron is probably injured and Luke was in there, but you gotta think about it. They coming out there back to back. Lakers want to win too. So it's not just no cakewalk. I consider Milwaukee seriously losing against the Lakers. So hey, it is what it is. So look at the Western Conference standards too. Like I said, they're still in the sixth seed. It's a little bit different with them because it's not like the West Conference. All this, the second seed through really second seed all down to the seventh seed is kind of open. We're really like the sixth seed. This is why this is an important game for the Warriors, especially them being the older team and stuff. They got them right above where Minnesota's at. If they would have lost this game, I don't know how the what is it called, the tiebreaker is or whatever, but it had been close to that seventh seed and a play-in situation, which an older team like that, Minnesota, they can handle the play in a little bit more than the Golden State. But come on, y'all. We know Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, they're kind of on their last leg. So, as much as you don't want to hate on, you want to see, Steph play a little bit, they must want to, avoid the play in and go back to where the T Wolves are, which is that, that play in spot. So again, just looking at the Lakers schedule a little bit, they did play the Spurs on Monday, which was technically 2 days ago, yesterday for me. So they're gonna be coming in rested. I'm pretty sure. I think they're gonna win. I'm gonna just say that they do play get in today, so I guess they're gonna be on the back to back too. But wait, hold a second. I don't think the Lakers played them yet. I think the I might have been looking at the wrong stuff. Then no, they play them. So they don't play. The Bucks don't come over back to back. I think the midnight thing got me. That's messed up because I was telling somebody about this on a different podcast. So the Bucks don't play them tomorrow. They play them on Thursday. So Bucks kind of got lucky, but it's still gonna be kind of tough. Lakers gonna be playing them against the back to back, but it's still the Bucks gonna be traveling, doing things like that. So hey, we'll see. I still don't think the Bucks are gonna win, but hey, we never know till the game happen. But that being said, that was the Warriors and Bucks game. I'm gonna try to put up more content for you guys. Just come out. Just talk more about basketball. Again, you guys, I'm your host, Davon. Y'all can find me on all platforms, Davon Ambitions. And, try to bring that energy. I want to talk about basketball. I want to talk about music without the hot takes. Just people, real basketball. So if you like a basketball lover, music fan, this is your podcast. Because, I'm going to try to bring up more content, talk about more stuff. And,